thoughts, views, and opinions of this podcast are for those who don't give a fuck about others' thoughts, views, and opinions. We say what the fuck we want to say, and if that's how we feel, that's how we feel, and if you hurt, so what? Keep it alone, respectfully. Welcome to the show.
No, this is the new way that you hang out with your friends after a pandemic,
Right.
or when y'all don't live in the same city.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to head out in a second though and go get me a drink. I'm
that's
not gonna
good.
have
I
something
mean,
taking my paper away.
That's all. That's all good.
what was doing? What was over the taper?
What?
What was he? He said something about his taper.
I think he's trying to get you again, Swayze.
No, he
No,
did. He just said.
I ain't fair. I didn't any whatever I said didn't even rhyme with taper or
I
nothing.
could have swore he said something
You
about
can't you
someone
can't
with a
say the
taper.
hard you can't say the hard ER on YouTube.
Ah, come on, man. Taper. Where you?
Taper, nigga.
This nigga wilding. He drunk.
Nah, I
He
ain't
drunk.
drunk, bro.
Hey,
Hey, edit
no,
that part.
nah. I don't know why y'all niggas always tell me to edit. Y'all know I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah,
This nigga, he love to make people look retarded. Wow, I'm sorry. I probably can't say that neither. Huh? Oh,
special
edit
needs,
that out too.
special needs. Uh,
Special needs. What do they need that's special?
Come on, nah, we're not doing that, bro. Uh,
I'm talking shit, bro.
Shout out to all the special needs people out there in the world.
Hey, we knew it was coming. Pause.
And that's a real life shout out. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to all the parents with special needs kids. It's a terrible situation and definitely a hard job. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah. Not
Um,
gonna lie to you, bro. As of after the pandemic, I feel like all the kids are special needs.
no,
Why is that?
This pandemic shit, bro. I mean, I feel like the pandemic is going. We're gonna need a documentary in like the next 10 years on the effects of the pandemic. I'm joking as far as the kids having special needs, though.
Yeah, but why is that though?
You don't think that the pandemic fucked up our? Well, I don't know how.
Hold on, hey,
Did,
pause real quick. I'll tell you, it fucked up my youngest because my oldest was going in the first grade, so at least he
that's what I'm
got some
saying.
legit kindergarten shit.
That's what I'm
My
saying,
my youngest, I was his fucking kindergarten teacher.
and that's my point.
So yeah, he had a
And that's my point right there.
Swayze,
I'm not not no no
Swayze,
no.
no, hold
I'm
on,
not even
no,
no
Swayze,
listen.
no, Swayze. He just dissed you.
Swayze, I'm not even trying to play you. You're
Just,
not a certified teacher, Swayze.
I'm not a
Neither am
certified
I.
teacher,
So I'm
by
saying
far.
I probably did my kids a disservice too. I'm trying to work and you know what I'm saying, trying to get my daughter to go through kindergarten during the pandemic. I'm stressed the fuck out. I'm trying to make ends meet, blah, 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 whatever. I'm pretty sure she can get the best introduction into school. Shit, my son's freshman year was during the pandemic.
hey, listen, fuck what y'all talking about.
Yeah, here you go.
I need one of the brown skinned niggas to join the goddamn
The
pod
brown skin niggas.
because
Well, his lights is low, so we don't know what color he is right now.
y'all two all this. Oh no, I want to
I'm
make sure
dark skinned right
I'm not
now.
offending you, Swayze. I want to make sure everything. Y'all niggas be.
No, you be just trying to turn. You just be trying to turn everything into something because you be mad when we get on your ass.
Listen, y'all niggas be kumbaya,
Now
whatever
we
the fuck it
kumbaya
is.
and nigga, fuck out of
It's all
here.
good. Shout out to all the brown skin, red skin, indigenous, black, beautiful people in this country.
Are
Uh,
you including the gingers in that now too? Since they black, we just adopted a whole generation or a whole conglomerate of people.
Hey, I shouted out who I shouted out.
Damn, fuck the gingers, huh?
Welcome to another episode of Respectfully a Pod Show. This is episode I think 14. We fucked up last time, so we might have fucked up again this time, but we gonna get it right. I think this is episode 14. But you know what that means? We still recording. So shout out to us, shout out to y'all. I'm here, Charles iPhone's here, Swayze's here. S Dot is supposed to be here, but he drunk again. So big middle fingers to S Dot. No shout out to him today. Shout out to Trey. He's still out on maternity leave. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Shout out to all our listeners, everybody who is subscribed, comments, all that. So if you're new here, make sure that you do subscribe before you roll out. Like and share as well. So yeah, back to y'all two can go ahead and finish y'all light skin meeting.
No, that was pretty much it, though.
That was it.
I was his kindergarten teacher.
Niggas behave, bro. Niggas behave for no reason. This motherfuckers are colorist.
Wow, yeah.
So you guys gonna talk about this Diddy trial?
Before we get into that,
my bad.
No, you good.
I got ahead of myself.
Before we get into like the, you know, saying the, do y'all want to end? Do y'all want to start on a good note, or do y'all want to end on a good note?
No, I mean normally you guys start with the how you been and all that. So yeah.
Start on the end on a good note or end on a good note. I want to end on a good note all the time. Pause.
Right. Facts. I'm just like, I feel like we could talk about the NBA playoffs, or we could talk about that either first or last. I feel like that's just like a more lighthearted conversation.
I feel like the
this
NBA,
Diddy shit is nuts.
I don't know a whole lot about the Diddy
Literally.
shit, so I feel like the basketball might be might save that for last, because like we can talk about, like, this is perfect because now we got everything out the way. Now we got the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Both game ones haven't started, so we can talk about how we feel about everything that happened up until this point. Man, I meant to hit you guys up earlier though, because I wanted to get to find out the pod where we had our predictions and see where we're at. You know what I mean?
It's like pod 4 or 5, I think.
I know I had Denver in there, so
nah, that was.
I forget.
That was like recent ones, like somewhere that wasn't too far back. But
that's probably like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
It's only 14 pods.
I know, but
yeah, we don't.
It's like 5 or 6.
I don't know. Are we recording right now? What the fuck are we? Is this did we break right now or nah?
No, we record. Relax. It's just a
okay.
conversation, but chill.
No, I didn't know.
Chill, bro. Just relax.
I didn't know. Chill out. Relax. You relax. I'm
relaxed.
You see,
this nigga want to be the conductor so bad, bro.
I wasn't trying to conduct. I was trying to make sure. I didn't know what we were doing here. But y'all say I got the candle. I'm relaxed. My bad. Yeah, that's Swayze. I think that's only a couple ago though. That was only a couple ago. Because the playoffs, this is round 2. Well, now I'm about to be
round 3.
No, it was round 3.
Oh,
that could have been 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, more than that. It was the first round of the play. It was right when the first round was starting.
Right.
So it's like, I'm telling you, it's like episode 4, 5, or 6, somewhere around in there. Maybe even 7. But it ain't 2 or 3 ago. It's a few ago, but still, whatever. All right. Well, let's start the topics. And I guess we see how everybody is doing and things like that. I had a plan to come in and be an asshole today, but I'm in a good mood, so I'm gonna just be cool.
I mean,
I feel like you should just be yourself.
Y'all gonna get along this week?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be myself. I'm just saying, but I was gonna come in here and be a dick, but I was like, you know what? There's no point of that.
You was trying to bring last week's energy here, huh?
Oh yeah, because niggas was getting outside themselves. That's what I was going. Niggas was getting outside themselves. But it's okay.
Listen, you either gonna talk about it or you're not. Which one you want to do?
Nothing to do with
why are you telling me to suck a dick?
Because you keep telling me to suck a dick.
Again. My nigga thinks that I'm podding for him.
No, you're not podding for me. You just got an attitude because I made you have an attitude.
No, I'm talking
now you want to be. So now you saying suck a dick don't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. You can make your statement without saying suck a dick, bro. Cut it out,
nigga. I can make my statement the way I want to make my statement.
Exactly, and I can retaliate the way I want to retaliate.
All right, but it's not your time right now. So how about
it? Don't matter whose time it is. We're not taking turns, bro. It's not fucking kindergarten. Nigga, you can have a conversation.
You got it. Hey, welcome to the Trey podcast, bro. You got it.
There's nothing to talk about.
All right, then don't bring it up. So let's keep it moving.
Oh, wait! Look at him. Tough talk for a nigga 400 miles away.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving. Anyway, Swayze, how was your week this week?
Shit, it was pretty good, man. A bunch of baseball and had some football games this week.
Any more run-ins with the ops?
No, it was pretty peaceful. But nobody on my kids' baseball team, nobody talked to me this week. So I guess her mission was accomplished to make me look like the bad guy.
Damn.
Like normally the coaches will be like, "Hey, you know, how's it going?" But this week, bro, it was silence. Like it's a little awkward.
Hey, this is like a real life George Costanza moment, bro. Know that, right?
George Costanza.
Hey,
Shout out to
out.
Seinfeld.
Yeah,
Nope, I
Yeah.
beat you to it. Nope. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Was to see if I could just beat you to the shout outs.
there you go.
Hey, shout out to the Cincinnati Reds shirt. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding. Ohio
fuck
State, right?
baseball.
Shout out to
That's Ohio
Always.
State, right?
Always. You already know what time it is.
yeah. Well, I've been good. I've been good.
We didn't ask you.
That's cool, but I've been straight, and yeah, I've been good for the most part. My dog ain't doing too well, so prayers
For
up.
real? What's going on?
I ain't about to go into all that shit, but
I mean, you ain't gotta go into no deep conversation. I'm just saying, like, what's
she's just not doing
just
well. She's just not doing good. So we'll see. We got to follow up on Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. But so shout out,
gotcha.
shout out to my dog, DOG. Shout out to
DOG.
my kids. I love you.
Yeah.
Shout out to my mom, and
Yeah.
of course, shout out to the bitches. Yeah. How you been, bro? How you been, Trey?
I'm good, man. You know, cool week. I found some new edibles this week to take. I took too much, so the other night was pretty interesting. But other than that, man, it's been a cool week. My little niece is down here, so she's been hanging out over here for the weekend, breaking shit, causing a bunch of ruckus. But you know, it's always good to see little niecey poo
That's what's up. Shout out to all the nieces
for sure, and nephews.
and nephews.
I think I need to take too much edibles. I only take one. So next time I'm gonna take two.
Man, listen, these ones I got, bro, I didn't even read the package. It says just take a third. It says do not exceed more than that in a day. So I was like, but I didn't read it. I had taken half and then I went to go hoop. So I felt kind of high when I was hooping, but then after a while I kind of just leveled out. And I think because I was hooping, it didn't really kick in for it like that. So when I got home, I was like, I could probably take another one. I took the other half, nigga. When I tell you, bro, I was in outer space for the whole night, bro. Like, nigga, this shit had me daydreaming about my childhood.
What?
Nigga, I could see the tree at the end of I could see the tree at the end of my grandma's yard. Like it was nigga, I was
The grandma's
nigga, I was
yard,
out of here.
the grandma's front yard though was only this big, bro. Like it was real small.
Ooh,
You said at the end of her front yard. You talking about on over there on Danner?
on dinner.
Nigga, as soon as you walked out the door, it was like this much grass in the front yard. Now on
Yeah,
the
but off to the side. The whole side is considered the front. It went all the way to the end of the corner. What are you talking about?
yeah, but that's not the front yard. On the side. If it's on the side of the
But
house,
it's the
it's not the
but
front.
it's still in the front, but it's still in the front of the house. Part of it is still in the front of the house. It's
It's
on the
not
front
at
street.
the end of the
Hey
front.
man, listen. Hey man, listen.
That shit's
Hey,
when
hey,
you walk
hey,
out.
hey, 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 hey.
All right,
Semantics, man.
shout out to
Cool. I'm sorry, in the corner of the yard. Is that better?
there we go.
Yes. And then I could also see like flashes of like broken concrete, like the edge of the concrete that was broken. Uh just different neighborhoods I lived in. Just a whole bunch of shit. It was it was like a trip. It wasn't like a normal high. It was like I was tripping, but it was cool though.
You
I
ever
wasn't
had
it wasn't a,
mushrooms?
yes, I have taken mushrooms before. Just like a small dose. It's just everything kind of got wavy. I didn't really like trip or have no like weird moments. It just it kind of got a little wavy. Like if I looked at my comforter, it looked like it was moving
This
a little
was
bit.
off the edible.
Don't do drugs. There's no hope with dope.
No, off the
Oh,
shrooms.
I
I
was
took
about to
shrooms.
say, bro. Damn.
Not the edibles. I was just in my own world, bro. Just laying there with my eyes open, but sleep, but woke at the same
I still
time.
got a bunch of edibles left.
I need to come back to India and get some of them Tyson bites.
No,
Them motherfuckers had me lit that time.
no,
We was up there.
not what's up.
You said that's not what's up?
They sell them everywhere at this point, though. For real.
They don't sell them out here.
Well, Swayze, you been good?
Yeah, I've been good, man. No complaints.
That's what's up, man. Anything on your mind you want to get off? Pause.
No, not really. You know,
All
I
right.
mean, a little bit, but the same thing.
We can save
Not
it.
time.
We can save it.
It's a safe space, Swayze.
Yeah, I know. I mean, make a long story short, I don't know. I just tried reaching out to a family member, and you know, just never got a response back. So you try and act like it don't hurt, but low key the shit be hurting a little bit.
Is this like a super important family member?
I mean,
I mean,
I
you know what I
wouldn't
mean?
say
Like
I
is it
wouldn't
like a
say like
it's like
super
a
important, but
cousin, a
yeah,
sibling?
nah, it's like an auntie,
Okay.
you know.
That's what I
And
was kind of
with the whole like baby mama situation before, like that kind of fucked that relationship up, you know. But
gotcha.
it was kind of crazy. So I guess I understand, but you know, just
You know, it might work out.
seeing them read the message, but then like no type of response, like it's just kind of crazy. Then when you got cousins on Facebook and you check their comments, and then you see her talking to him, and it's like, you know, sometimes you just miss people, I guess. But they don't fuck with you, bro. What can
Yeah,
you do?
it'll come back around.
You want to shout him out?
Nah, I'm cool.
Fuck that nigga. All
Well,
right.
damn.
I ain't gonna say all that.
Hey,
Right. Never get a text message back after that.
listen.
Right.
Better hope she don't listen to the pod.
For those who don't know, Swayze is my blood cousin, so that's family over there. You know what I mean? Trey is my cousin as well. We just not blood, but
It's fucked up. It's fucked up, ain't it?
But
Look how
Trey
he
is
did.
like,
Look how he did me though. Look how he did me. Swayze.
but
Hey
see, I
Swayze.
feel
I've
like,
been his cousin longer than you've been his cousin.
I don't know about that, right, bro?
no.
Damn near.
I mean, about the same time. I mean, I feel like the day I was born, I
I
was
was gonna say,
already
nigga. Yeah.
But I've been like his active cousin longer than you was his cousin though.
Nah, bro, I've been active for a minute though, bro. I
See
remember.
Jermaine
Hey,
he be playing. He don't want to like. We could really take this pod to another level. We get into some of these stories, you know, from back in the. He don't want to
man,
go there. He want to be all PC and being secretive and shit. But that's cool.
I remember I fucking Jermaine's grandma when she stayed on them apartments on that corner. I still lived in Maryland at the point, but I came and visited, and then I spent the night over his house. I remember uh, sleeping on the floor, and luckily it was a wooden floor, so I was good because
What? That sound like the opposite of what you would want it to be.
yeah, bro. But back
You
in the
would want
day,
carpet.
I was young as fuck, man. I was probably like, feel like I was like maybe
Definitely would have wanted some carpet.
9 or 10. I don't know, but yeah. Make a long story short, bro. I had too much to drink that night.
When you were 9?
Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
He,
So I fucking
he
This
peed.
sounds like a story for another day.
so the wooden floor was cool, bro. It wasn't a mattress
Ah,
or something or anything like that.
hold on,
So
Swayze. You a bedwetter, bro?
I was a bedwetter. I'm not a bedwetter anymore,
Damn.
bro. Hey,
Hey,
you can
I'm
ask my
fast.
dad, bro. My dad used to kill me. I used to have the
Oh, that sounds
fucking
crazy.
the trash bags on the mattress and shit, bro. I don't know what it was, man.
hey, shout out to all the bedwetters because I was a bedwetter too. I was like, oh, too.
Unshout out to
No, I
bedwetters.
mean,
Nigga,
hey,
what?
I ain't gonna lie. I was too old to be peeing in the bed, bro. It was
Yeah, you
crazy.
said 9. That's crazy. But you know,
It was to the point where like I thought I was gonna be a grown man pissing in the bed. Like I never thought I was gonna be to this point now where I could drink a gallon of lemonade and wake up in a dry bed. Like I just thought it was always gonna be that way.
Hmm.
found
Hey,
out something new about your friends every day.
but on the flip side though,
Yeah.
me being like a bedwetter growing up, my kids, I never had to deal with that, and I'm thankful.
Yeah,
My kids have
I never dealt with that
never,
either.
ever pissed in the bed. Never.
I'm not gonna say never, but maybe
I mean,
2.5, 3
I
was
mean,
probably the latest.
if they piss in the bed, I mean, it was probably a couple times, but I mean,
Yeah,
compared to
consistently.
me, who was
Yeah.
like a serial bedwetter, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to deal with that shit, bro. So I'm good.
He's a serial bedwetter.
Hey,
Is that the name of the pod this time? Is that
I,
gonna be the title of the
hey,
pod today?
it better not
Serial
be.
bedwetter.
Hey, I'm talking 40 now, bro. So I ain't.
Uh,
It's It's been over a couple of decades, so these are just old stories, man.
Yeah, I ain't never. I think my mom said she told me if I peed in bed again, I could never get McDonald's, and now she said it was over after that. And I was just like, no more peeing in bed. Can't do it. Got to get my Happy Meals. Shout out to Happy Meals, bro. What are you over there chugging, bro?
Shout out to McDonald's. You drinking something, bro? I
Apple
wish
juice.
y'all would take a shot with me, but it's cool.
Nigga said apple juice. Be full of shit.
Apple juice. Yeah.
Anywho, all right, man. Where are we starting?
Shit.
To see Jermaine's face, he's ready to start.
I don't know. Shit.
We can start with freaky ass Diddy, man.
Freaky ass Diddy.
Freaky ass Diddy. You wanna lead us in?
I mean, shit. Sean Puffy Combs, P Diddy, Diddy, Love, whatever you want to call that nigga, freaky ass boy.
They completed his first week of trial.
So y'all think he getting out of jail or no?
Well, we'll get to that point.
Yeah. Yeah. So completed the first week of trial is over now. And I believe has there been two?
Two witnesses, Cassie, and I think Dawn from Danny D. Kane. I think she just started at the end of the week, so she testified a little bit. But Cassie was most of the week. I think she did like 3 days of testifying, something like that. Right. So they had their opening arguments, and then they had the Cassie stuff, and some things came out about Diddy that he's not necessarily on trial for, but it just it make my man look. He ain't my man, but it make bro look crazy.
Facts.
Yeah,
that is a fact. So, what are y'all thoughts? I guess. What do you think? What are your thoughts on the trial so far? Anything that stands out to you, or that you're
besides the obvious?
Just whatever. Yeah, just whatever. What you got?
So I feel two type of ways about it, honestly. He a wild boy, and I feel like over the next however long, people are going to make jokes, and I'm going to enjoy all the jokes that are going to be made about Diddy. I mean, it's a serious situation, so I mean, there's that. There are real victims involved or alleged victims involved, depending on your stance. After Cassie's testimony, a lot of people were saying, well, she seemed like she was kind of complicit in it. And so, it's either Stockholm syndrome or she was really, into everything that was going on, and she was a willing participant. I'm not for sure. Honestly, I kind of just, I wish this was something that I didn't know about Puff Daddy, to be honest with you, right? Like, I don't ever want to know nobody's sexual escapades to this point. They said this nigga enjoyed having an escort splash on Cassie and then rubbing the jizz on his nipples. What the fuck? I don't never want to know that about nobody, bro. Under no circumstance. This nigga is the freakiest nigga alive, bro. Absolutely the freakiest nigga alive.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
I'm cool. Uninvite me to that party.
Yeah. So it says Puffy's facing 5 federal charges. One count of racketeering, conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and 2.
Speaking to the mic.
And 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. So yeah, if convicted, he can face up to a minimum of 15 years for sex trafficking and potentially life imprisonment for racketeering. So yeah, serious business for some nuts. That's all I'll say. Swayze, what you think so far?
I mean, honestly, I don't know too much about it. Just the shit I've seen on social media. And really, it's just been talking about how freaky, he is, but not like they haven't really gotten to the racketeering or anything yet, have they?
Nah,
it just seems like they're just talking about like sexual shit, but nothing that.
Well, I think the prostitution stuff.
So here, I'll give it a quick breakdown. The
Mm-hmm.
prosecution's
Please,
argument. So for coercion, it says that Cassie was not a willing participant in the freak offs, but was manipulated and emotionally abused into compliance. Her fear of physical violence and psychological control nullified any notion of real consent. The pattern of abuse would be like that's where the video in 2016 from the hotel assault, and I do want to say, I guess shortly after that, they were text messaging trying to get freaky again, like a day or two
Mm-hmm.
right after that. So I just want to put that out there. Um,
Apparently that video she was leaving a freak off, and that's why he chased after her.
right.
Yeah.
Um, and explains the towel. Shout out to the towels. Um, let's see. So the defense's argument would be it was consensual. The defense argues
Mm-hmm.
the freak offs were consensual sexual encounters between adults, part of a private, um, although unconventional lifestyle both parties engaged in willingly. There's no proof of trafficking. They claim no credible evidence supports the charge of sex trafficking, escorting, or sex work, while controversial is not equivalent to coercion unless force of threats are proven. And so that's kind of where we have it. Yeah. So also to Trey's, I just want to put it in perspective too. This is the nigga, her exact testimony about the jizz smear.
Mm-hmm.
So the attorney asked her, "What happened after the escort finished on you?" Cassie replied, "Sean would want it put on his body in the next room." What? She said, "Did you do that?" "I did." "Where?" "Usually on his nipples." "What the fuck?" "Did you want to do that?" She said, "No."
Yo, bro.
Uh,
Listen, I'm all for people getting their shit off. Get your rocks off how you get your rocks off, but god damn, bro.
hey,
It and the
hold on.
jizz on the nipples is not even. It was some golden shower action.
Right. I will say
That nigga was running red lights, which I feel like at this point, running red lights is probably the least of his, freaky. That's like a -1 on his freaky level. Yeah.
you know that nigga knew he was doing some freaky shit when you got to one, you already in the room doing freaky shit and letting you know what I'm saying, you letting your female get smashed down, right? You got
Right.
you got her doing this, you got her doing that with the nigga, but then you got to go to another room, just y'all two. Like I don't want him to see this part. You knew you was doing some wild. Like, what are you doing, my guy? What are
Bruh,
you
this
doing?
nigga said she had to reapply baby oil every 5 minutes because he wanted to see her glistening. I said, this nigga is sick.
Yeah.
Why is he? Yo, listen.
Hey,
What the fuck? Oh, bro, I thought my power just went up. Go
hey.
ahead, bro.
So in all serious, no, all seriousness, they was doing some nasty shit. I'll just give my quick opinion on this. They was doing some nasty shit. I still don't know. I gotta hear some more exactly how involved she was because you still gotta you do have to think, and I think that's the whole part of the charges is uh yeah, there's text messages of her saying like I can't wait to freak off. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Um, but at some point, just because I guess she's a willing participant, that don't necessarily mean that she felt like she wasn't in a situation where fuck it, I'm just got to play my part, or this is just what I got to do. You know what I mean? So if I don't want to get my ass whooped later or something like that,
Right.
I'm gonna
So
take.
you
He
you
want me
leaning
to. He want me to take lead, or and it says that that was her job to secure like
right,
drugs, book the hotels, reach out to the escort company, and acquire the prostitute or the escort or whatever. So at some point, yeah, she might have been like just trying to like, who knows? I don't know. It could have been just I'm just trying to make him happy. I want him to be happy today or whatever. I don't want him upset. This is what he expects of me. So I'm gonna make it look like, I'm hey, babe, you want me to get the do I need to get the I can't wait to
right.
be freaky with you tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
Playing a role, playing along.
right. So it don't
Yeah.
necessarily to me that doesn't prove that she was I guess violated or whatever. But I don't know. I haven't necessarily cast full judgment yet whether he's just a freaky ass nigga, but I don't know, bro. He definitely was on some other shit, and it was and yeah,
And I will say this: whether he's found guilty or not guilty, his public perception is ruined forever. Which I mean, he deserves it. I mean, maybe he don't deserve it for the freaky shit, but he definitely deserves it for that video by itself. And that's one of the things that I'm kind of confused about because like he's not even being charged for that. He's being charged for other things, but they're using that as like evidence to kind of show who he is as a person and to kind of lean in towards like, hey, you see, he did this. The next step is X, Y, and Z. Like you see how he acted in the hotel, what I'm saying, in the hotel hallway and how abusive he was. So this lends to everything that she's saying is true. So
right.
I mean, I'm sure that's kind of what their angle is. I did have a question though. So I mean, she did try to, get him for 30 and was like, hey, the story won't come out if you 30 million. Um, he said no. They end up settling for 20. Do you does that kind of skew your view of her at all?
Well, before we get to let's Swayze, I don't, this Swayze, I don't know
Yeah.
Swayze.
I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say because I don't know too much about it. Um, like I said, just the shit I've seen on social media. Um, I mean, I did hear about the nut on the nipples. Um, but that's just like freaky shit. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm just waiting for them to get into the more serious stuff about it.
I
But
mean,
right
it
now,
is kind of serious though, hiring escorts to come in and essentially, do sexual acts with your girlfriend under duress, I'll say.
Yeah, Swayze, he was whooping her ass.
For
Uh,
sure he was doing that.
he was whooping her ass. He was emotionally volatile. Basically, it makes it sound like he was just constantly erupting.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Pause. Whoa. God damn.
He was doing what, Jermaine? What was he doing?
Heard it.
He was constantly doing what?
Pause of the week.
Man, I thought Joey Craig had the pause of the week, but boy, you might have outdid him on that one.
But he was doing that. He was forcing her to have sex on her menstrual. Uh,
Yeah, pissing on her,
that
feeding her drugs.
yeah, supplying her drugs. Uh, per, I guess forcing her to have unprotected sex. They said she had so many fucking UTIs and
Hmm.
uh, just other shit, sexually transmitted diseases, like constantly.
She said she was
Yeah,
taking some medication and it stopped working. She was taking it so much.
yeah, she had sores in her mouth. And you know what's crazy to me about this? It's like, bro, Cassie bad.
As fuck, bro. Nigga, did you hear the escort? All the escort testified. The nigga said he was used to like, what I'm saying, dealing with whomever. He said he showed up to the hotel room and it was Cassie. He was like, bro, this is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. It's like, bro, if you was a male escort, if you was just like some random nigga, and then he was like, yo, come to this party and kick it with me, and you show up and this Cassie that opened the door, you're like, yo, you could do whatever you want to her. It's like,
Right.
uh,
Yeah, sure.
like shit.
For sure. So that's it's like, bro, she's so bad. Like Cassie is beautiful. Shout out to all the
She
beautiful.
is. She definitely is.
So just to think of her doing all of this nasty shit all the time, it's like,
That's what that money gets you, bro.
golly, boy. But yeah. Sorry, Swayze. So yeah, they was doing it's a lot. The sex part is important to
It is.
the racketeering is, I guess, it is they basically like if he had a team that also helped with this, it don't got to be just because like drugs and shit. It's just
Hmm.
you have a team like a enterprise,
Like
basically,
on some R. Kelly shit.
yeah, to help support or um, whatever maintain
Hmm.
some illegal shit,
Hide.
right? Something that you're doing that's illegal, then you know. I guess because it kind of can be, but there's got to be some other people. It can't just be him. I will say that if you're gonna do a RICO case
Yeah.
or whatever.
But so that's the thing too. They said it's not a RICO case, it's just a racketeering case.
All right. Well, that's not. There's a
But even still, I mean, it's a lot of charges.
so I guess What do you expect to come from this case? I guess before we move on to the next topic, what is it that you expect, or I guess Trey, you were saying that you feel like no matter what, his reputation or
Oh
uh,
yeah, for sure.
this is screwed.
Yeah,
You
I mean
want
it's a lot. It's a lot coming out of him. I mean, at this
to?
point, if I'm anybody, uh,
Whoa,
what happened? I missed it.
nothing. Go ahead. You'll see it on playback.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh, I feel like if I'm I don't feel like anybody would want to work with him. Like I don't want to. Like I'm not gonna work with you. I'm not. I don't understand how. I mean, he's still rich and powerful, so he will still be able to get some shit off as far as whatever. He might be able to do some things behind the scenes to still get money, but just being a public facing person, I don't really see him being able to necessarily do that. I'm sure if he gets off, no pun intended, then I'm sure he'll go on like a media run. He'll try to explain himself and apologize and all that kind of stuff, whatever. But I think if he does, if he is acquitted, he needs to he needs to count his blessings and just disappear. Enjoy your money, enjoy your family, and just go disappear, bro. You done enough freaky shit to last a lifetime. So, just go chill out somewhere. go just go just be, I don't know, be butt naked in Bali or something with Russell Simmons. I don't know. We're gonna do something else, bro. We don't need to see you no more. You've done enough. So that's I don't I'm kind of iffy on if he's gonna get found guilty or not though. What do you think?
I think yeah, I already said it's too early for me to. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence still. But yeah, I feel like his that Diddy shit is over.
Oh yes,
He
done
gonna
for.
still be rich, but
Yes.
maybe he may write a book or something. But he ain't. It ain't gonna be the same, bro. That shit's done. It's finito. So you better just get the little bitches in Miami that don't give a fuck or have
No,
stuff or
don't go to Miami, nigga. Get out of the country.
for what? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him.
No, it's not about that. I'm saying if you want to play them games and be in them and do all that kind of stuff, you need to go somewhere else and do that. Because if you're still doing that, you're gonna just get indicted again.
I don't
At
know.
least if you go
Okay.
somewhere else and maybe they have less law. I'm not saying that he should be doing that stuff to people, but if you're gonna do it, bro, go somewhere else and do that shit.
So speaking of that, do you think that I saw something online where people were saying Carisha was the new Cassie, or she was being groomed to be the new Cassie, and she done dipped out on that nigga. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, niggas dipped out on Diddy like they did on Drake during the beef. He ain't got no support. All them
Oh
what?
yeah, his whole family was at the court, which I thought was weird because her kids were in court. Her husband has to listen to this shit.
Yeah, but he hasn't been there on certain days. Like I think he wasn't there on Friday or Thursday because he knew what the testimony was going to be. But he still has been there to hear some shit, and
Yeah.
I'm sure he's probably heard everything at this point from her.
Yeah, but it's different when you got to hear it out loud in front of everybody. Niggas looking at you like, God damn, that's your whiz, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
'Cause, come on, be for real. If you, let's say we
no,
all, like we said, Cassie is fire. Well, after all this, let's say you ran into Cassie somewhere and y'all just kicked it off and y'all vibe. And now this is coming about. Would you be able to sit in court and listen to that shit
no,
and still take her home and love on her and hug her and cuddle up with her? Or would you be like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at you kind of different now.
no, not if it's my first time hearing it. But if this is his first time hearing it, then and that he's made that decision or whatever, he may have been through some shit. You know, some people maybe they got some sort of a trauma bond. So
I
I don't
got you.
know. So it is what it is. Everybody deserves love. So shout out to the hoes. Shout out to all the nasty bitches that's been done out. All the chicks that think they've been in threesomes, but it was just a train. Um, somebody's out there that somebody will love you. And you know,
Yeah. But getting pissed on and all that other shit that was going on. That's extreme sports right there. I'm good.
facts.
If you an ex gamer, I can't fuck with you.
Well, yeah. I don't remember. Swayze, you think he getting off? Pause.
Um, like you said, it's too early.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like so far, um, like during week one, I feel like he may get off.
All
I
right.
just don't see him putting Puff Daddy in jail, bro. I don't know.
He's already been in jail this long.
Nigga, they put Bill Cosby in jail, my nigga.
And then they let him out.
Right.
R. Kelly's
Right.
there.
Yeah, R. Kelly
R. Kelly ain't Puff Daddy, though.
R. Kelly might get out when we're gonna be old, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, look, honey, they don't." R. Kelly's out, or I don't know, but anyways,
Yeah. Or
he's gonna die in there.
But either way, if he don't go to jail, I mean, I feel you guys. It ain't gonna be the same.
Right.
Speaking of niggas getting out of jail.
Speaking of niggas getting out of jail, the boy, the Canadian, the boy, Tory Lanez, was in the news this week. They had a press conference. It's a local, or not a local, but I don't know if they're a nonprofit, but they're some sort of organization that works to help try to free incarcerated people that they believe.
It's the Innocence Project.
Yeah, but it's not called that. But it is like same type of deal.
Concept, yeah. Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Yeah.
But anyways, they held a press conference and so at first I thought the driver in the case that was there the night of the shooting, I thought he finally came forward and spoke, and people were like, well, it doesn't matter what he says because they had an opportunity to use him, but it would have delayed the case, and the defense decided not to delay the case and not to use him. So now it's too late. You can't now be like, hey, whatever. But it turns out it was the driver of Kelsey, which is the girl that was with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez.
Isn't that like her boyfriend though?
I think he was just a driver.
Okay.
But apparently, just to quick summarize, Tory Lanez was actually smashing Kelsey back in the day, and then I guess she had gotten sick, and that's when Meg stepped in and then she began to smash him. They got in an argument about it because she found out, and then some sort of altercation happened where Meg Thee Stallion allegedly got shot in the foot, and now Tory Lanez is serving time in a California penitentiary. Her driver, Meg Thee Stallion's friend Kelsey, her driver came forward and said he couldn't live with the fact of knowing that he overheard a conversation that she had and couldn't live with the fact or live with himself knowing that an innocent man was in jail. And to summarize what he said, he basically said he overheard her say that she was the one with the gun. She shot 3 times. Tory tried to knock the gun or take the gun from her, and the gun went off 2 more times. But she was the one who did it. So now apparently they had presented whoever they have to submit this information to 2 days prior to him then being stabbed 14 times in state penitentiary. He did survive his injuries, but that made them, I guess, say, hey, we got to get this nigga out of jail because he fuck around and die in prison for a crime he didn't commit. So yeah, that's basically the latest with Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion.
So do you think he's getting out?
I think Tory Lanez may get out, and I think even if it is just we're gonna call it a mistrial. Just gauging what I've seen in other places, basically that it would cost too much for them to retrial it, or to basically take it to trial again. They've already wasted millions of dollars in resources and shit on the case originally. So they did do a mistrial or get a retrial, they just wouldn't pick it up. He would just be free at that point.
Do you think he deserves to get out?
Yeah, I think Tory's innocent.
Okay.
There was a less than a 1% chance of any of his DNA being on the weapon. How is that? How do you convict somebody of shooting somebody and their DNA is not on the weapon? Then he's the only person you tested, and there's 3 people there.
Yeah. Kelsey was never tested.
No. And then they seal the gun or the serial number for the gun, so you don't even know. You can't pull up who the gun belonged to. No one knows who the gun belonged to. His evidence his DNA was the only one swabbed, and it was a less than a 1% chance that it would have been him as the shooter or have his DNA being on the weapon.
And then they didn't let the homeowner, the ring camera owner, they didn't let them testify either, did they?
I don't know, but yeah, somebody supposedly had ring footage, and we ain't never seen that.
Yeah.
I've only seen the one footage of her stepping out of the car, which looks like she does step on a glass bottle.
She does do that. She does that.
So I don't know. But what are your thoughts? What's your thoughts on it, Swayze? What do you think? Do you think he's going to get out? And if he does get out and find out it's not him, what do you think should happen to Meg the Stallion or whoever was involved with this plot? I also do want to say that keep in mind, Tory Lanez was he did fight for his. He got himself off of his record deal. I guess he bought himself off his record deal, and immediately as he did that, he dropped the NFT album for $1 that was like direct to consumer that made him over $1 million in less than 1 minute. And the people who owned those albums or however many they owned, basically had to make money too because I think the lowest copy was selling for like 300,000 or 30,000, or I can't remember what it was. It was a lot of money. So if you had bought 5 of them, you would have been able to sell them and make like be all of a sudden you got $500,000.
Yeah.
So he was trying to, I guess school the game on. We don't need these big record companies anymore. So there's that if you want to take that conspiracy route, but just want to put all that out there.
To keep it short, I mean, I do think he's innocent. I think he'll get out of jail. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like she wouldn't go to jail, but I feel like she may lose some fans, you know. People might look at her differently. She might get, you know.
I don't think so. I think people that rap for Tory. I think people that rap for Meg, I think everybody's just gonna double down.
Yeah, I kind of feel that. Kind of reminds me of I don't know. I feel like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. People fuck
Yeah, you gonna
people
pick a
fuck with
side.
Reese and people fuck with Clark. You know, like I don't know.
Shout out to women's basketball, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, do you think she should go to jail if she lied?
I mean, if she just flat out lied, I think that she should have some penalty if that is true. If she's just saying, I was mad and I made up a story about him to get him put in jail, then yeah. But I mean, I also feel like, I mean, his story is that he did what he did because he didn't think he was gonna get that much jail time. So he did what he did to protect. Oh shit, he did that to protect, 2 black women or whatever.
You dark
And
skin.
my thing is, even if that's the case, like even if you did that once, I don't know, bro. Because I mean, I don't think you owe either one of them women anything. So where you would need to protect them that much, so where you would go to jail. But I mean, I don't know if he's innocent or guilty. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really care too much about this situation at all. It is what it is. I don't think an innocent man needs to go to jail, but I feel like he probably could have prevented a lot of this from happening if he wasn't egging on, you know what I'm saying, egging people on and kind of antagonizing the situation.
Hey, we got to stop doing that, bro.
Okay.
We got to stop trying to justify people being treated the wrong way
I'm
or
not justifying anything. I'm just saying I feel like he was charged with something and then he kind of was arrogant about it, maybe thinking it just wasn't that big of a deal, maybe thinking it was just going to be a little slap in the wrist, it was going to go away, which, is fair. Hindsight is 2020. I don't think that he deserves to be in jail if he didn't do it. Obviously, now him getting stabbed 14 times is unfortunate. So if he is innocent, then he deserves to get out of jail. But I also feel like when it's something this serious, you should take it as such, and you shouldn't be antagonizing the situation. You know what I'm saying? Let your lawyers handle it the way they're supposed to handle it. Sit down, be quiet. Don't poke a bear. Fight for yourself, but do it the correct way. So, and again, I don't think that because of that, it doesn't deserve it. Doesn't mean that he needed to go to jail. I'm just saying it just feel like they try to make an example out of him because he was arrogant and kind of just popping his shit like nothing was gonna happen to him. So you kind of sometimes you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, yo.
all right. So we got to stop doing that, bro. We got to stop telling motherfuckers at the end of the day, you still trying to justify it. I get it. Yes, and I understand where you're coming from. that's kind of like, yeah, just because you can do whatever at a job interview or whatever, you may not get the job. But it still sounded more like a kind of a justification in a sense, just like, let's just talk about what the situation is. Fuck, we're not gonna talk about how he carried himself, all that. At the end of the day, he's in jail for something he didn't do. So him carrying himself arrogantly should not be what uh determines or plays a role in what the evidence says. So I think in his case, I think more so it's the evidence is showing, or it's not basically saying that he didn't do it. I don't say that. I don't think it's proving that he's guilty. So he can be arrogant as he wants to.
But no, I don't think so. But go ahead.
I'm just saying. I just don't think that none of that shit matters. Did he do it or did he not do it? And if it's 0%, less than 1% chance of his DNA being on a weapon, we don't know who the gun belonged to. There's no witnesses and all of this and all of that.
All right.
He was not.
Well, there were witnesses.
All right.
There were witnesses. There was other footage. I mean, there was ring cameras. There was a driver, Kelsey, Meg, Tory. Like there was tons of witnesses, and whatever the story was or what the story was, I'm not saying that he deserved to go to jail. I'm just saying if you know that your life or your freedom is at jeopardy, you probably want to conduct yourself a different way, just as a learning lesson. To me, that just makes sense. Like, nigga, this is a serious topic. This is not something to be played around with, not to be trifled with. You want to go on the airwaves and make freestyles and pop your shit and be extra. It's like, okay, bro, now somebody's going to be out to get you. If you already felt like you was being, you know what I'm saying, railroaded, why would you then go and antagonize people? And I'm not saying that just because you did that, you deserve to get what you got. I'm not saying that by no stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying, like, hey, if he didn't do it, it's unfortunate the situation that he is in, that he partially put himself in. And I just think that you need to conduct yourself. It should be a cautionary tale. So that's all. And I get your point. I'm agreeing with you too. But yeah, we don't. I mean, we shouldn't do that. But I also feel like, hey, sometimes you got to just understand your situation and act accordingly. You can pop your shit after you get found not guilty. After you're acquitted, then nigga, freestyle your whole life away. Tell all the stories. Say what you got to say. But before you go to court, shut the fuck up.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I don't got nothing more on that. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens. What happens next with that. But yeah,
you think Meg should get in trouble for that, or do you think she will get in trouble for that? Like if it comes out that she lied about it or whatever, you think she deserves some type of punishment?
I think she should serve the exact amount of days that he does in jail and that he served in jail and prison. She'd get the exact same amount.
I don't think so. But I think it'd be a civil suit.
So
if he get out of jail and they found out that he didn't do that or whatever, some other evidence come up, he gonna sue the fuck out of everybody. They gonna get he gonna own Meg Thee Stallion rights for the next 100 years.
Yeah. So that's all. I'm interested to see what comes about that. So
yeah,
that's all I got about that. NBA playoffs. So we got the
playoffs.
Denver Nuggets got eliminated today.
I think boot smoked.
Poor Russ. So it will be the OKC Thunder versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, and East we got the
New York and Indiana.
The Indiana Pacers versus the New York Knicks. Who you got?
We can start in the East.
Who you got? I got the Knicks in 5.
Oh no, definitely not.
I think 6 or 7.
You said Knicks in 7?
No, I said 6 or 7 at least. Yeah. But I think the Knicks. I mean, Halliburton could pull it off, but I mean, I think the Knicks are better than Cleveland, and I think the Knicks this year they were better than. I would say they were better than the Bucks. So I mean,
oh yeah, well the Bucks is hurt though.
Yeah, that's why. But I mean, I was never a fan of Cleveland. You know, like I like Donovan Mitchell, but Garland, like he's cool, but everybody else, bro, like I don't know. I mean, they had their run in the regular season, but
You think they overachieved?
yeah, them and Boston, bro.
I don't think Boston overachieved. I think they played a stupid game. Like all them threes is unnecessary. They played like analytic basketball versus just playing basketball. So I
No,
think that's kind of why they lost. But as
Boston,
far as the Knicks and Pacers, I think Knicks in 6.
Boston deserved to lose, and I feel sorry for Donovan Mitchell.
Fuck
Man,
Donovan Mitchell.
yeah, but but you know, his
He
stats.
ain't do nothing. He
Um,
ain't do shit. He did what he always do. He ain't never been past the second round. He not a number one. Fuck Donovan.
but I feel like he gave it, you know, his all.
It is all. Fuck
Supporting
that
cast
nigga.
didn't come through.
Told the crowd. He told the home crowd not to boo the other team. He's such a nice guy. Fuck that nigga. His shoes whack too.
But yeah, the Celtics. I'm glad they lost, bro. They're trash.
Hey, why are you not rooting for your home team though?
Hold on.
Let's get to that.
The Celtics are not
home
trash.
team.
The Celtics are not trash for one. And
Man, bro.
their
Yeah.
number one guy is hurt. He didn't even play.
He got hurt in game 5. They was getting ass whooped already.
I just don't understand how I don't understand how like I got Tatum, then Brown, and then I feel like the third guy would be Derek White.
Nah, Porzingis if he
He's
healthy.
trash. He's been asked the whole playoffs, bro. Like he's been asked. He might be hurt, but his numbers are shit.
I don't like Jason Tatum's game. I hate the way he shoots. I hate
Derek White. Derek White's been, bro. He's been balling.
He's been hooping,
bro.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but
And
I'm not hanging my hat on Derek White.
Game 6. I mean, he had fucking 8 points, bro.
Because he's Derek White.
Hey, so I don't want to listen.
Oh, no.
Numbers, this how you know. I saw something earlier today that made me realize. I was like,
It's still trash.
numbers don't mean shit. I guess numbers can work for you and they can work against you. So it really, that's why just you going straight off numbers are booty cheeks. So they were celebrating Caruso today. I don't know if y'all was in the game. It was like he had an amazing game, and they were showing his stat line. This nigga had 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals. They were like championing his game. He was
hooping.
Now I can't say that he was. I'm not saying that he didn't have a good game, but for him to. So if you just didn't take away all of that, that's why when you we talk about people bring up numbers and talk about we got to watch the game. How did these numbers or whatever come about?
Did you watch the game?
Matters. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't have a great game, but I'm saying the way that if you just didn't watch the game and you saw his stat line, it was like, oh, Caruso had 11 points. He had 3 rebounds, 3 steals. All right, that's not bad for him, but they're like making sure that they highlighted how great of a game he had, and that was his stat line. So I was just making that observation.
I got you. Yeah, but I mean, as far like I said, I think the Knicks will win. I think it kind of really just depends on Cat. If Cat is aggressive, and if Cat act like if he feels like nobody on the Pacers can check him, then the Knicks will win. If Cat is playing like a bitch, then they'll lose. I think Halliburton and Brunson are gonna kind of cancel each other out. I think all the other pieces will kind of do the same. It's really just, to me, the X factor is Cat. If Cat plays big boy basketball, then I think that he'll be all right. Because I don't really see nobody on the Pacers being able to kind of check him. He should be able to dominate any of them. He should be able to dominate his matchup. You said what?
Turner?
Yeah, I think Cat is better than Turner. I think Cat is better than Turner. I think he should be able to dominate Turner. Or like I said, at least win that matchup. But he just got to stop all that soft shit.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to figure out why you're not rooting for your home team, bro. You don't want to see a parade in your city, bro.
He said your home.
I mean, I don't know.
He lived there.
I was going for Denver, so I don't really care about anyone else. At this point, I'm kind of rooting for Minnesota. So
yeah. So I guess we can get to that. Wow, Jermaine, you said Knicks in 5?
Yeah, Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 6.
Damn, you don't give Indy no chance at all? For real?
Nah.
You don't like Halliburton?
No, he cool, but I ain't. He won. He not consistent, and they. I just don't see it. That's all. I ain't
Knicks
nothing
in
really
6.
much to it. I just don't see it. They jerseys look like the jerseys that little kids play football in that they can't afford the ones that get really stitched on. So
They
I
got
just
AAU jerseys, bro.
I don't like them. So I like I like Toppin. Pause. So I root. You know what I'm saying. I would love to see him do well.
Yeah.
Shout out to UD. But yeah, I don't see that. So I got Knicks in 5, and I got Minnesota, bro. I'm just sorry. I don't know. I know the OKC the number 1 seed, or right? Yeah, they the number 1
Yeah,
seed.
number one.
All that. I just maybe I don't know. I see. So I got Minnesota in 6. I got Minnesota in 6. And so if it comes down to the Knicks and Minnesota, I think the Knicks pull it off.
Nah.
If it comes down to the Knicks and actually if it comes down to the Knicks and OKC, I think the Knicks pull it off. The
Hell no.
only one I see winning somehow would be Minnesota, and that would be like in 6 or 7.
I think Ant. I'm rooting for Ant, but I don't really care. OKC or Minnesota, it don't really matter to me. But I'm thinking Ant and I'm thinking Minnesota in barring injury. I'm thinking them in 7 against OKC. Do you have like a timer that you when you put the shoes up? It's like at a certain minute mark. Anywho, so yeah, I think Minnesota in 7. I think Knicks in 6. And if that's the matchup in the finals, I think Ant gonna hold Cat, and they gonna win in 6. Ant don't Cat don't want to go back to Minnesota and play in the finals. I don't think he can handle that. I'm telling you, the X factor for the Knicks is Cat.
Shout out to Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, that nigga spicy.
It is what it is.
That
Shout out.
nigga said, it's like, oh, this nigga, he's so fucking spicy.
Shout
He
out.
a hooper though. He's spicy as fuck.
Shout out. Shout out to the gays.
Shout
Uh,
out to what?
Shout out to the gays. So yeah,
Who said he was gay?
you said he was spicy.
That don't mean he gay. It just mean he's spicy.
I thought you knew what that nigga tasted like. Anyways,
Okay.
I don't got nothing else on that. So we got bars and we can get up out of here. Y'all got bars today?
Do y'all got bars?
I got a bar.
Go for it.
Looking for it, actually.
Oh man.
One I had, I ain't know it wasn't. They don't got it out there, so it's too fire. So I gotta.
Man, I had the bar pulled up on my laptop, but my laptop died.
All right, you ain't got nothing off dome.
I mean, I'm using my phone for the.
No, I'm saying you ain't got no rap. You ain't got no rap that you got in your head that you know. No matter what, somebody put a gun in your head and it was like, spit a bar. He did.
Uh, Before we do that, before we do bars, we can have this discussion later. Is the first verse of Triumph the best verse ever?
No.
Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Jesus Christ. See what I'm talking about? People say shit like that. And I'm like, bro, this nigga was saying a bunch of nothing.
That shit was hard.
What does any of that shit even mean?
I don't know. Trey, you got a bar?
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
I thought you was going.
I haven't found one yet.
Oh man. That put me on the spot. Let's see.
Can't find one, so I'm gonna try to think of one.
But like 100 weeks, nigga, we gonna run the street to the day or the day the E's release. Peep. Oh man, I forgot the words.
Mm, mm, mm.
Damn. Over in the Jeep Rover passing reefer over to this freak. Breathe, mommy, this is good. Weed, mommy, 3 homies under the belt, 3 extra clips. We aim, we shoot. Y'all shoot, aim, we stick to the script.
That's my bar.
Okay.
Stick to the script.
Stick to the
Money over bitches, nigga. Stick to the script. We cop, we flip, we re-up, we get back on our shift.
re.
Money over bitches, nigga.
Shout out to him. Shout out.
Man. Shout out to Hove.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you do him last week, Paul?
Did I do him last week? Man, I could. It's a whole verse for everything, bro. You know that. You're the greatest.
That should be mid too. Like
Never be mid.
just like that shit.
You ain't never heard of mid. You ain't never heard a mid whole verse, nigga. Cut it out.
Just like that shit you just went.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You sound crazy.
Yep. Swayze, you got a bar yet?
Did you have yours or no?
I can try to go.
He hasn't found his J. Cole verse yet.
Yeah. J. Cole.
Yeah. J. Cole. Oh.
I don't have one. I can't think of one. So I'll say this. Just off the top of my head. When I rap, I'm like a jagged edge. I'll stab you in the head, whether you're a or lead, homosex, homoph, or trans or vest, pants or dress, hate. The answer's yes. Homophobic. Nah, you just heterophobic. Staring at my jeans, watching my genitals bulging.
That's my bar. Shit.
Those motherfucking balls, you better let go of them. They belong in my scrotum. You'll never get
hold of them. This nigga sick.
Yeah, there we go.
This nigga picked out the most controversial 8 bars ever. That nigga went crazy.
All right, Swayze, go ahead. Close us out, bro.
Man, y'all already know who it is, but where'd it go? I was listening to this song a couple days ago. All right. Didn't wear bulletproof, so I got shot and you could see the proof. Blind eyes to look at me and see the truth. Wonder if Stevie do.
He copied my whole fucking flow.
Yeah, apparently Stevie Wonder can see.
Yeah.
And drive and text people.
That's what's up. Hey, shout out to texting Stevie Wonder.
Do y'all know who that is though?
Put a song.
Hold on.
You lying, bro.
Come on, bro. I can finish the whole song.
Yeah. Who was it? Wayne?
You lying. Bro?
This is Wayne.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. Shout out to the GOAT, Wayne.
Come on, man. This nigga picked everybody know that. Who don't know that Wayne verse?
Well, shout out to the GOAT.
Flyer than Beetlejuice.
Actually, and that's crazy because I was looking for his one of his verses and I couldn't find it on the thing. I just couldn't remember how it started either. So I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what was fucking me up too. I was trying to when I do the bars a week, I'm trying to get to the best punchline part of it. But it's like I could really only just begin it. I can always start at the beginning. It's like, damn, I have to do the whole verse. And then I'd be wanting to rap in the cadence because that's how I remember it. Because I don't be writing it down or anything like that.
Bars, I'm gonna find mine for next week, but I already know. It's either on the Big Timers CD where Lil Wayne got two songs on that CD.
I mean, you can't do Lil Wayne every week.
And then he's got the rap what was that shit called? The Basement. His freestyle in the Basement.
Ooh. That's Jermaine. That's what I'm gonna do some big timer shit next week.
So
I know y'all been waiting, player, all night long for me to say fuck a bitch in a tight ass song. It's the one little daddy. Fuck that bitch.
All right. Well, until next time, folks. If you're here with us, appreciate it. What am I doing with my hands right now? I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. But hey, real talk. If you still here with us, appreciate it. Make sure you like, thumbs up the video, share, comment, let us know down below. Put a 1 for me, put a 2 for Trey, put a 3 for Swayze. Just
wait. Well, how the fuck do I end up getting number 2?
Whatever. Put a number.
Because I'm the shit. That's why.
Put any number anywhere, whatever the fuck. Pause.
But we ain't did pause of the week in forever.
I did pause of the week early in the show. Remember, I said.
But that was just that just happened. It wasn't necessarily okay.
Cool. Well, listen, pause of the week. I think I got a picture of the pause of the week. Oh, you know what? We do pause of the week because I saw this Do you got a pause? Do you got one?
I mean, like I said, it was that you watched the Joe and Jada podcast. That nigga said he's a serial glizzy eater.
What?
Serial glizzy.
He said, he said, I'm coming anyway.
Making millions.